Hello, hello, we are so back. As usual, I've played a little bit. Oh, all of my chests are invisible. How about that? Well, that surely won't present an issue. Voila, my magic trick. I have made them reappear. Wah, through the power of disabling and re-enabling shaders. Who would have thought? Anyways, yeah, I was playing offline. I'm trying to do the episodes where I only like show off milestone stuff, so I'm not just mindlessly grinding for an hour and yapping about nothing. That's the goal anyways. So I went ahead and did this LV quest. I think I did this one in last video. Anyways, I did both this circuit quest and this circuit quest, which is just LV circuit and MV circuit, but the IC2 version, I think, is what it is as far as I understand it. So they're just a little bit different from the actual regular ones. I don't know if they're easier or harder. The LV ones require resistors, so that's probably harder. Or diodes, not resistors, sorry. Anyways, I did both of those, and they're leading into this HV circuit quest, which is the last quest that I need in order to unlock HV, baby, which will be exciting, even though I can't really do much in it yet, but it'll still be cool to hit that milestone. But I hit a roadblock, so I had to do these quests. So I made an MV, or advanced chemical bath, as they would call it, which is currently running. And then inside of there, I made coolant, which was actually quite easy to do, which subsequently I figured out a better way to make distilled water, which was just using hydrogen and oxygen. Anyways, extraneous details. But basically, led to this Canthal quest. Canthal, you have to make the dust in a mixer with aluminum, iron, and chrome, which chrome, as it turns out, pretty annoying to get. The way that I was getting it was by electrolyzing ruby dust. And as for getting the ruby dust, I went and set up my miner, my advanced miner over here. There's a ruby vein right there. That thing's been running for a while. And then I've been running back and forth, taking the dust, purifying it, sifting it, blah, 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 blah. And then you just macerate it down and gives you the dust. So I've been trying to collect a lot of chrome, did that. And the reason I did all that, because the Canthal, I need to do this Canthal coil upgrade for the EBF. So I've been working on that. So Canthal, you mix it, then you put it in the EBF. Whenever it gets done in there, you get these hot Canthal ingots. You take, whoa, holy lag, that was crazy. You take the hot Canthal ingots out, you put them into the chemical bath with coolant, and then they cool down into regular Canthal ingots. I went ahead, sat down, did the math last night for exactly how much I would need. I collected that much chrome and whatnot, and I've been grinding it out. I need 16 Canthal coil blocks in order to upgrade the EBF. And the ingots that I'm currently producing should be enough to reach exactly that goal. The only problem is it's going to take quite a while to refine 67 more in here. Each operation is 45 seconds, so do the math. But once that is done, I've gone ahead and collected all the other resources I need, which is mostly just mica insulator foil, which I've made before in a video, so that wasn't too hard, just a little bit tedious. But yeah, so basically I'm just waiting for these ingots to all get processed, and then I'll be good to upgrade my EBF for the Canthal upgrade, which would be really cool. Then I can do harder recipes. I think it does recipes faster, but most importantly, I can then make silicon solar grade ingots, which is the next quest, all of course leading to the HV circuit quest, which is the last one I need in order to unlock HV. That's where we're at. That was a lot of talking. I feel like I did pretty well, honestly, not to toot my own horn. I slept for a long time last night, maybe that's why. So yeah, I'm just going to be AFK for a little bit, let these run, and then I suppose I'll be back once I've got the Canthal that I need, baby. All right, see you soon. I was sitting there waiting for the stuff to finish, the ingots that is, and realized I should probably be doing something else while I'm waiting for this. So I'm currently running to pick up my oil super tank, which has been collecting oil for a little while now. I'm nearly out of fuel at the moment, so need to run that over. Ow. And then once I get back, I'm going to start looking at making my second EBF, which, you know, I looked at the recipe. I remember it being really, really hard to get that first one up and running. This one does not at all seem like it's going to be difficult, like, if I'm being honest. I don't know when I got so much stronger, I guess, for lack of a better word, but it's just like Envar, which I think I have plenty of resources to make a whole crap load of that. Why did I say crap load? A whole, fuck, who even cares? To make a whole bunch of it. So that's the plan. I'm definitely not going to be using Canthal for both EBFs because that would be, oh wow, this thing is totally full, nice. Not using Canthal for both EBFs because that would require making 10 more Canthal coils, which at the moment are still very, very expensive. However, that might change because I went and hit my ruby miner, and I guess it hit the bottom layer because now I almost have 2 stacks of ruby ore, which is way more than I've had ever, probably. So I'm curious how much chrome I'm going to get out of these, but I think it'll be quite a large amount of chrome. So looking forward to that. I'm also wishing I had used an advanced pump for that. I'm probably wasting a lot of oil. But whatever. There's also the quest for getting oil from the ground or whatever. And I'm told that that's pretty much infinite oil. So, you know, probably isn't that big of a deal. Definitely gearing up for HV though, slowly but surely. Let's see, for a second standalone EBF, let's have a gander. If I just follow the same quest line again, should be relatively simple. Okay, so this is basically the exact same process as the Canthal coils. I'm gonna need to make some more mica insulator foil, but I made like 1,000,000 of that last night, so nothing too crazy there. 11 heat-proof casing, sure thing. Might as well just mass produce a lot of Invar. It's just nickel and iron combined. I should have quite a bit of. I didn't want to get too distracted from what I was actually doing already, which is the EBF still. But I am planning to move the oil setup, the one that's down there. I think I'm gonna move it up to here. One, so I can redesign it, make it a little bit more optimized. It's kind of a very cluttered spaghetti monster mess right now, if you remember. So I want to clean it up, space it out a little bit more, now that I know exactly what I need and whatnot, because I'm pretty sure diesel will last a good little ways. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. But I fully expect to have to upgrade that. But I also want to wait and do that after I have oil pumping from the ground, whatever that process is called. Because then I think I'll have different operations that I need to do, like converting heavy versus light versus, you know, whatever and whatever. So this is probably going to end up being the tier 2 oil refinement area. That's the thought process anyways. Also, I've decided, contrary to what I was saying a minute ago, I'm actually not going to make the second EBF out of the copper nickel coil blocks. It just seems dumb to do that, you know, because I can share walls here, you know. I'll have to move some stuff around, but it shouldn't be anything very complicated to do so. It just saves me a lot of resources, and I think it just makes a lot of sense overall. So I'm actually just going to hold off on finishing this EBF until I can go ahead and make the, I think, 10 extra Canthal coils that I'll need, which is a good bit, admittedly. But particularly now that I'm watching the rubies that I collected be refined, I think I'm going to have a lot more chrome than I did previously. There's 2 more right there. Because, yeah, rubies are lower down in the chunk whenever you're mining. So now that I've gotten deeper and lower into the chunk, I'm actually getting a lot more ruby than I had previously. And I think that's going to make life a whole lot easier. I'm sifting a whole bunch of rubies right now, and each sifting operation, you know, has a chance to give a lot, basically. So that's what I'm thinking. That's where I'm at. I'm also thinking it might be a good idea to make an MV sifter. That's not how you spell sifting at all. I think just having the amount of time it requires for each operation would be pretty good, pretty big. We'll see. Just food for thought there. TBD. Took a little bit of sorting out, but basically to get the shared wall here, I had to move things around. The maintenance hatch I have put down on the bottom here because I don't really ever need to use it, or at least I have never needed to use it so far. But it has to be on the bottom layer. Same deal with the output bus here. So I moved them so they would not be on the shared wall. Although, I am wondering if I could, that probably wouldn't work, right? I don't know if I could put them on the shared one or not. I know you have to have 2 for each machine. But yeah, anyways. So I moved some stuff around, but yeah, basically looking a lot better for the secondary EBF now. Just waiting on the coils still, and then I need to get the other components, like the hatches and whatnot, made, basically. And something I forgot about, I actually went ahead and prepped 8 enchanted MV loot bags between episodes as well, and I've waited for you to be here to open them. Aw, how sweet I am. So yeah, let's open these bad boys, pray for good RNG, and see what happens, you know? Bing, bong, boom, bing, bomb. Got something. Bling, boom. All right, what are we looking at here? Regeneration potions. That's garbage. Dirt. I think I already had the dirt. Machine chassis from Ender IO. Iron vanishing frame. You know, pretty cool. Lithium, kind of whatever. Chrome, I think I already had. Already had this. I already had that, probably. I should not have sorted it in my inventory. Now it's all confusing. Ball of moss. That's pretty good. More auto repair for stuff. Already had the Invar rods. 16 MV motors, I will definitely take any day. 8 diodes, pretty good, can't complain. Gregtech Aerospace Advanced Reinforced Duct Tape FAL 84. Okay, that's some high-duty duct tape. Heavy duty. Another door thingy. Lots of door thingies, I'm finding. Maybe I should actually look into what those do. And some polyethylene sheets and more farm controllers. So, you know, I mean, the motors and the diodes, definitely good to have. I also knocked out that Ender IO quest for free. I think that was an Ender IO quest. I don't really see it, though. I definitely knocked out some quest, but I couldn't tell you where. Oh, here it is. Okay, so duct tape fixes any maintenance problems when moving multi-blocks around, apparently. So, pretty cool. Pretty cool. No complaints from me. Interestingly enough, I did notice a bit of an issue with my oil refinery in that it wasn't running. I was like, well, that's not exactly good. What's happening there? Turns out my hydrogen and hydrogen sulfide, which I think I just turned into sulfuric acid. The storage for that was all clogged up, which would be annoying. I mean, it was kind of annoying, I guess, before I understood what was happening. But it's actually really good news because I use hydrogen for quite a lot of stuff, but I had not automated it. But it doesn't really seem like I need to, in all honesty. So I just went ahead and made another super tank. And now I gotta figure out where the hell these hydrogen outputs even fucking are, so I can move it. I might not even mess around with all that at the moment. If I'm gonna redo this whole thing relatively soon anyways, it might be fine to just do it by hand in the meantime. So we'll see what's happening there. But yeah, hydrogen super tank, we got one now. Yippee. Well, that was a pretty impressively long tangent, but it looks like the initial ingots have finally finished cooking up. Now I just need to cool them all down. I have been mainly moving them over the whole time, so it's not like a crazy huge amount that has to cool off. It looks like about 38, but it does seem that I'm out of coolant, so gotta make some more of that. There's a way to recycle coolant from the hot coolant here, but it looks like it's an HV or higher thingy whenever I was last looking at it. If I had a vacuum freezer, I could do it, but vacuum freezer requires all this. So definitely don't have EV circuits. I don't even have HV pumps, so can't quite do that to my knowledge. But the old-fashioned way is fine. It's really not that difficult. You just get yourself some distilled water and some lapis dust, throw it in an MV mixer, and bada bing bada boom. I think I should have distilled water lying around somewhere. I accidentally made quite a lot. Well, 5,000, so maybe quite a lot is an exaggeration, but a decent amount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just macerate it. I've been using this macerator as my little random use one, basically, but it's pretty quick, all things considered. It's not too often that one of the recipes I need will be a long maceration process, so it works for me. Circuit 4, and throw that in there, and that in there. Before you know it, you've got yourself some coolant. Looks like about 1,000 per operation, and I believe it uses 250 per cooling. So if I have about 40, then I should need 10 of these, essentially, if the math is mathing. Uh-oh, forgot I can't run both at the same time. Whoops. Alrighty, the Kanthal coil blocks have been assembled. It took a while. It's been a while, actually. I just got done streaming, and I had to come back to it. Oh, wow. But yeah, we're ready to upgrade this bad boy. Let me pop out these thingies and pop in the other thingies. Alrighty, Kanthal coil blocks are there. I'm also realizing now I didn't need to make more of these. I didn't make more of these, but I wouldn't have needed to make these anyways, because obviously I'm taking them out of the first one. So yeah, I guess the second one could be made. I don't know, it really wouldn't be that hard for me to make some more Kanthal blocks for the second one. Anyways, we'll see. But let's see. All right, it turned on. That's what you love to see. Let me mark off the multi-block quest. Oh shit, an HV loot bag? Okay, well, you know I gotta go enchant this bad boy. In order to put fortune on this loot bag, I actually have to make an HV motor. So that's a fun little thing that I'm also doing here. My first HV motor. No quest done, obviously, because I have not yet unlocked HV, but still pretty cool. Anyways, here's our enchanted HV, and then I'll also go ahead and make an enchanted MV just because I have an extra fortune. MV first. Oh, hey, some chocolate frame. It's actually pretty good if I get back into the B stuff, TBD. But then for the HV, the big one, 2 epoxy circuit boards. Like it's gold foil, sulfuric acid, and epoxid sheet. Well, that might be good. I don't know. Anyways, we've got that now, I guess. I guess I'll go ahead and knock out this quest while I'm here. I mean, why not? All right, interesting. I can't use my oxygen on this one. Unfortunate. I bet the basic recipes are going to be super fast in here now. I think it's 4x4 overclock. Is that what they call it? I don't fully understand how all that works, but you know, aluminium is probably going to be like 20 seconds now or something crazy. Ooh, it's pink. I can't afford this. I was looking around while this is all processing and realized I can just buy diodes with these coins. Seems
very, very good. Kind of get away with some more gallium, you know, but it's so hard to find it at the moment. I'm gonna be trying to buy that as much as I can. It's a 40-minute cooldown, you know. Not going to abuse it too much, even if you do want to, but actually quite a few decent little things in here, not even gonna lie. Maybe I should have been checking the coin shop a bit more frequently. Okay, rubber rings, I mean, I don't need it for much, but whenever I do need it, it is a bit of an annoyance every time, so not gonna complain about that. Anyways, just thought that was kind of cool. All right, 4 silicon solar grade ingots, done and dusted. Another loot bag, I guess so, why not? This quest is just to bend them into plates for some reason. Seems a little weird, but okie dokie. Maybe it'd have to be like an MV bending machine, but nope, it's just LV. I guess they wanted it to line up a little bit better. More pleasing to the eye, you know? I wonder what this quest is for. I don't think it's required for HV. Maybe it is. It has the fancy outline on it. I don't know. Anyways, there's the 4 plates. Should be another quest done. I get hot dogs and dark beer. How exciting. Supposed to say exciting. God damn. And then yet another easy quest. Making these transistors is quite simple. It's just a little bit of fine tin wire, the silicon solar grade plates, and some molten polyethylene. Hey, I'm not complaining about easy quests. I will take them wherever possible. It's like me with a Taco Bell, honestly. Might be horrible quality, but I mean, it still tastes pretty good, and it's really cheap, so I mean, what do you have to complain about? Anyways, quest done. There it is. That was actually really easy to make. I think I'll take the circuit board. And finally, the advanced circuits quest, which I think I pretty much already have everything for. Let's see here. For these good circuits, 8 ILCs and 8 RAM. I think I do not have the ILC. More of that. But I have a ton of wafers, so that should not be very difficult at all. I quite like the laser machine, I gotta be honest. I thought the art was a little annoying at first, but now I know the errors of my way. The error of my ways. The S is wrong there. Alright, got all the little doodads assembled. Really not that hard, I gotta be honest. I don't know if just my mentality's good or what, but well, pretty simple stuff, all things considered. But yeah, just got to throw it all into the circuit assembly machine with some soldering alloy and cook up 4 of these circuits. 40 seconds per operation. Well, yeah, I was talking in the Discord earlier. They were saying I should probably look at making a higher tier circuit assembler as well. Say that I disagree with them. That'd probably be wise for the speed of operation. But honestly, I mean, HV1 seems so near at this point. We'll have to have emitters and robot arms. That's kind of... and workstations. Okay, wow. Maybe it's not that near, I don't know, but I'll think on that. Maybe I'll upgrade the circuit assembler. It hasn't really been a bottleneck yet, but I think everything's about to get a lot harder once again whenever I go into the HV shenanigans. Really looking forward to redoing this whole setup. It's kind of a mess right now. Oh my god. Yeah, that'll be probably a whole episode in and of itself, just trying to figure out how the underground oil thingy works. I don't even know. Alrighty, there they are. Moment of truth. Will it actually activate the HV tier? That's the question. Pick my reward. This is all weird looking stuff. Don't really care for any of this. I guess stainless steel is good to have. I don't know. Oh shit. There's HV. The HV tab has been revealed. That feels good. It feels cool. There it is. HV machine hole. And there's the quest for the advanced circuit assembler. I was just yapping about it. I've already got this one done. That's about it. All these other ones I will have to actually do. I think priority-wise, surely the HV macerator has to be like #1, right? Because then I'll get those new byproducts, and I'm told gallium dust is much less of an issue whenever you have this bad boy. I'm not sure what it's a byproduct of, but something. It's a byproduct of something. So yeah, I'm not really sure what the next few episodes are going to look like. I'm just going to be honest and straight up. It's unlikely that I'm going to do all these random little MV quests for now. My plan is one day, whenever I'm like way down here, I'll come back and do all of the random little shit, but it seems like a waste of time at the moment, if I'm being completely honest, so we'll see. I might just start diving into HV. Not 100% sure. We'll find out. Torture device. That's wild. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Maybe like the video. Maybe subscribe if you want to. I don't know. Live your life. It's up to you. That was a bit of a scary sound. And yeah, I'll be back next time. Yeah.